Greetings, I'm Demonac, and haven't done this for a while, but this appears to be a vlog. So with the release of TDDC number 30, I finally started moving my stuff over to the new computer I recently got. A couple things worth noting. The new computer probably cost more money than I have gotten from TDDC ever since it started. Despite that, it's basically just like a high-powered editing machine. That's what it's for. I'm not going to clutter it up with stuff. I'm not going to put my games on there. It's mostly there to edit video. And it does edit video somewhat better, I think, than the old one. For example, I loaded up the episode that we just watched, and once I got everything synced, I got the project to work in the new system, I just recompiled it. I compiled a new copy of it. It looks basically the same, except that some of the fonts broke. New system. It happens. The previous one took me about an hour to process the video. And then I had to do it again, because, as always, there's stuff that needs tweaking and miss something, or something doesn't process right. Like, I start out with, like, the episode _full is, like, the name of the file, and then there's, like, _final. I think there's at least one that's at, like, final 3 is actually the file that finally got uploaded. But anyway, that took about an hour, twice. Processing the same episode, the exact same content, on a new computer, 5 minutes. Like 10 to 15 times faster is literally a fraction of the actual runtime of the video. So that's a big improvement. Don't get too excited, because processing a video may not even be 1% of the time that goes into making an episode. But I am hoping that my editing process, the actual time-consuming part, will be a lot smoother, and it'll just generally be less frustrating, which in turn will hopefully work on my ability to focus, which is usually the critical aspect in how long these episodes take. So that'd be good. And the other thing is, thanks especially to the supporters of my Patreon, because I have that source of monthly income there. Even if one of the extremely large donors drops out, there's still enough money there to cover the monthly cost of the stupid Adobe Cloud, which is very expensive, but it's got the software that I need. I had to install the software on a new computer anyway, and now I don't have to use 2007 versions of all these programs. So there should be a lot more features, most of which I will not use, I'm sure, but I'm sure I will find some things that will help, that will make it easier, maybe let me do some things that were a pain in the rear or just not doable before, and also just like go a lot smoother, I'm hoping. So that's nice. Again, thanks to all my supporters, including the people supporting the Patreon. It's an immense help, because I wouldn't want to take those steps and spend a bunch of money and stuff like that if I didn't have something coming in. At least the Patreon will cover the cost of the stupid Adobe thing. I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, that's what I've got going there. Outside of that, I've got, I had for a long time, I mean, remember the videos are about 2 years behind, but we were getting close to a year that the TDDC campaign had been kind of on hiatus. Like, other people were running 5th Ed games and we were having fun. It's nice to be a player sometimes. But we just got done having a couple of sessions in the TDDC campaign that I ran, and they wrapped up pretty nicely. Some really epic stuff going on there. We have not seen the last of that campaign, but we wanted to wrap up some things that were sort of left hanging, and then now we're going to go start a side campaign in the same world, which, funny enough, starts chronologically right around where we are in the videos. Even though, like in the main campaign, months have passed, tons of crazy things have happened, but we're going back to maybe even a little bit before the last couple videos, and that's chronologically where we're going to start a new campaign. We're going to hopefully see some different parts of the world, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be making videos for it at the same time. I mean, DDDC already takes so long. I think this is going to continue after the current run of TDDC videos, right after the current season, as opposed to me trying to do both at once. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not going to do videos for these eventually. I hope we will. But we're going to have some fun side campaigns starting lower level, so we get to experience all kinds of different things again, and apart from going different places. And we do have a new player who joined relatively recently in the TDDC campaign. You might know him from some comments from Twitter and stuff like that. Launchpad. He's, I feel like he's been a little bit shafted in the story department because he came so late and they had so much going on. His character has not gotten a really great showing in terms of being able to integrate and having like good plot hooks and development and stuff like that. So it'll be nice that we start again, everyone's on the same footing, hopefully actually have some entertaining story and character development for everyone. That'll be nice. Assuming that I do it decently at all, because again, I'm not as good a GM as I am a world builder and storyteller. Just to be clear, I fully acknowledge I am confident that I'm actually pretty good at setting up cool worlds and characters and all this stuff, and I seem to be pretty decent at telling a story because you guys keep following me and subscribing and, being great in the comments and stuff. Actually GMing, I'm pretty hit or miss. I have a lot of weaknesses in that. Some good theory crafting. I'm just not as good at some of the improv skills that you need, and I can improv being a smartass. It's hard to improv an ordinary human dialogue, amongst other things, but I do my best. Anyhow, that's pretty much what's going on here. I'm going to try and start doing some vlogs. Usually they're not going to be about my life, because again, I don't really talk about my work. I go to an office, I work, it's cool. It's a surprisingly good job right now while it keeps up. It's eating more of my time than expected because it used to be more seasonal, and now I've been working year-round for over a year. And that's part of what's slowing down the channel. On the other hand, it's paying my mortgage, so yeah. Otherwise, I don't really talk about my work. I don't have much life stuff that goes on outside of the computer, but I'm going to try and make some more vlogs anyway, and I'm probably just going to pick things to talk about, complain about, things in movies, and general stuff, and if you guys want to watch it, then you can, and if you don't, then you can just ignore me. But now, I've got to go back and start editing Enemy Indecision 2015. We're going to hope that the 2015 edition is going to actually come out fully in 2015, unlike 2014, which bled into, I don't know, February or something. We'll see if you guys want to hear what I say about other junk next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended.